So you want to start writing songs, but you get a couple of chords in and the third one falls flat, or even worse, you can't find the chord that's stuck in your head. The answer to that problem is to know your natural chords, and I'm going to show you today how to do that. So like most things in music, the natural chords is based on the foundation of the major scale. So if you want to get good at this in every key, just get good at learning your major scale, or being able to build a major scale on the fly is about the best knowledge that you can have as a musician. The major scale works like this. You find a note that you want to start on. Let's say we want to start on E. And it's a series of whole steps and half steps until you get back to the next E. It goes like this. E, whole step, half step, whole, half. Right there it's just a series of notes. It's not going to help you write a chord progression, right? But if we treat every single one of those notes as if it's a root note of a chord, and we know how to apply major and minor to those chords, then we have our series of natural chords. So let's take a closer look at what those notes were really quick. E, that's the root. The root is major. The next note, whole step, to the 2 chord. That's an F sharp, and the 2 is naturally minor. So our chord here is F sharp minor. Moving on to the 3, a whole step to G sharp. The 3 is also naturally minor. Just those 3 chords right there, and you've got Melissa. But let's keep going. So if we go back to the 3 and we go a half step to the 4, that's A. The 4 is major. Whole step to the 5 is major. Whole step to the 6 is naturally minor. Whole step to the 7, and the 7 is naturally diminished, and we don't use it much in progressions. I typically tell my students to ignore it. That gives you 6 chords to work with in any key. And before you start complaining about that's not enough chords, 98% of the charts that I do for the most famous songs in the world have less than 6 chords in them. It's about how you move them around. Where do you use the 4? How are you using the 5? That kind of thing. So in the key of E major, let's play a couple of progressions that sound nice. All of those progressions only use the natural chords in the key of E major, and there are endless others to create. Think about taking tone, which is the chords that you're going to choose. So you have 6 chords to choose from in your natural chords. Combine that with rhythm. Make an intentional decision and say, I'm going to use the 3 minor and I'm going to do this strum pattern. And then my chorus lifts to the 4 chord and uses a different strum pattern. If you use this line of thinking, you're on your way to creating a better sounding song than the one that you wrote yesterday that made you want to smash your guitar. Are you still watching? Do you want to write one with some intention? Let's give it a shot. Now I might just start with 3 chords, noodling around, right? I'm going to use the 1 and the 5 and the 4. They're all major chords. Now I'm going to stop and I'm going to step back and I'm going to think about what that feels like. The first thing that came to my mind was it sounds a little bit too much like the Goo Goo Dolls. I think I was teaching a Goo Goo Dolls song earlier today, so all those big open strums really sound like that. So I kind of want to change the rhythm of it and the way that I'm playing the chords. I'm going to play a true major on both of those chords, and I'm going to change up the rhythm a little bit, maybe a bit more aggressive. This is good. This is making me want to like sing a little bit. So that's probably my intro and my verse. I'm just going to use that 1-5-4 progression. But I probably want to write a pre-chorus. And my pre-chorus is I usually like to go to a minor chord. I'll present a minor here. So I'll use the 6 minor. That's good. So that's 6 minor, 3 minor, 4, 1. But then the second line of the pre-chorus, I want to build up to a 5. The 5 chord always gives us this push towards something new. So when we're in a pre-chorus and we're trying to push towards the chorus, we want to end it on the 5 chord and let it build. So here we go. That's a good sign. If it makes you want to like sing, or it makes you feel excited, or you get some sort of imagery in your mind around this is what this song feels like, then you know you're on a good track. So that was all of the natural chords in the key of E major, but obviously apply the same rules to every key, right? Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half is the major scale in every key. 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 major, 6 minor is the natural chord progression in every single key. So use this in C major, G major, whatever you feel like working on. But for God's sakes, make intentional decisions and stop playing the hokey pokey and trying to find the chord that you're looking for. Cheers. Have a good one.